What's good, y'all? It's your boy Marsco. You're watching another episode of MarscoMedia. This is a great interview. I'm sitting here with my co-host today. Quick little introduction.
Devin.whitley, y'all know the vibes. Y'all already know who it is.
Exactly. And before I introduce our special guest, I just want to do a little quick introduction. This man's a boxer. I haven't personally met him, but I'm glad he's popped out on the show today. He has some connections with the family. This man, he's got the hands. And I can't wait to see what he's going to do at his next fight. I'm sitting here with Rollin Whitley. Introduce yourself, man.
Man, Rollin, the Miracle Child Whitley.
You understand?
1-0, soon to be 2-0.
I like that. So can you give like a little quick introduction to yourself, like little 30 seconds?
My introduction?
Yeah, like, you know, like what you do, like, because like obviously like, I know what you do, so like I know you box, right?
Yeah, you know, I box, but nah, that's just hustle number two. First and foremost, I cook. I cook for college.
Oh, fire.
Harvest table, you know, shout out.
That's what's up.
And it's funny now, the funny thing about my fight though is I cook for Springfield College with my fights at AIC.
Still in Springfield though. We standing up.
Nah, so that's boom though, so let's get into it. Like, what were you like growing up, man? Like, where you from?
Oh man, I was born here, right here in Springfield, then I did a lot of moving. Springfield, Pittsfield, Atlanta, Boston. Yeah, I came back here officially good when I was, 12, 13, and I've been here ever since. Before that, I was in Atlanta. I went to middle school in Atlanta.
Oh, alright, that's what's up. So you say you Western Mass made?
Yeah. I'm definitely Phil made, man. Definitely part of this small town.
Yeah, that's what's
It's
up.
definitely a staple here.
So alright, so how did you get into the boxing? Like what age? Like, 'cause I know like well, it's kind of just a thing, but
Yeah, that's exactly how I got into it. I was born. It was like, if you was born, you don't got a choice. But it started off with karate and shit like that. I hated karate.
real?
Like, don't kick me, man. I'm a strictly a hands person. And my uncles transitioned from his dad. They transitioned from kickboxing. They transitioned from karate to kickboxing, and then finally made that transition from kickboxing to boxing. And I picked it up, but I wasn't supposed to box. I was supposed to do no combat sports.
Real? Why?
That's how I got my name. And I was born with a hernia and spinal meningitis. So the doctor told my parents I wasn't supposed to make it past a year. I was like, fuck this boxing. I was supposed to make it past a year of life. And then like my 19th, 20th birthday, my dad gave me the nickname Miracle Child and it stuck. I always was trying to think of the name, but my dad named me Miracle Child and it stuck ever since I was like 19 and 20. I've been running with it since.
That's what's up. Like I used to do taekwondo as a kid, so like I definitely felt like the kicking and stuff like that. But like obviously boxing, so like it's like what your family does. So when was like your first match? Like when you first remember like getting into the ring and just like throwing the gloves, man?
I remember like first time I was like really getting into the ring. Well, we used to get in the ring just fuck around all the time, but like
Throw gloves at each other or something.
like I did some sparring.
That's what you mean.
I sparred and I sparred this kid named Jesus Figueroa. I was going to do my first fight in Silverman's. I was like 14, and he dropped me.
Bruh.
Where did my leg? He ran right. I just remember getting up.
He was like,
That first time I got in the ring. But my first actual fight,
yeah.
November 3rd, 2016. I won my first belt. I won my belt.
Yeah.
I fought in the Northeast Regional Championships versus a kid named Casey Kramlich.
2016.
Yeah, and I won my belt, and then that year, that January, that was in November, that January, I went on to win my first golden gloves. Me and my brother.
Yeah, I was whooping. It was all whooping. All the older cousins, I just remember all of them competing at the same time, and we was just watching. I didn't really know what was going on, because I was still like, I was little. We were just going. They would always win though. Like it was every time they would win, bro. Like I knew they would win, but I didn't know what was going on for a minute. I remember that. That was funny.
I remember one time my Uncle Darren, he said to me, we was getting ready for a fight. And I never like thought of it like that. My uncle was like, I just love when y'all fight. Like, cause who was the only people on the card that night? It was other people, but it was me and my brother. He was like, yeah, I love when y'all fight because that's like a guaranteed win.
Yeah, you need to go back and sit and really watch.
I think before I lost my first fight, I won 11-0.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, before I lost my first fight.
You're going crazy, man, with yours, huh?
And yeah, and the whole thing about it, it wasn't even like a real loss. We was going, it was after the first round, it was in the finals of the New England, because there's 2 different golden gloves. You got the golden gloves for like each division, Western Mass, this and that, and the winner of each 4 of those regional meet up, and they fight to see who goes to the nationals. And that's where you fight the best of all 50 states. So I was in the finals for that golden gloves in Lowell. And first round, it was a bigger kid, the first round win. And at the end of the bell, it was like a rule is protect yourself at all times. Yeah. I didn't listen to that shit that time. Like, my hands was down, he caught me. I was hurt, so I didn't continue. Because I didn't continue, by forfeit, he wins. Yeah. So that was my first loss. That shit sucked. I cried.
Everybody takes that L.
Yeah.
So you take me through like what was the mindset of taking that first L? Like what was your mentality after that? Like how'd you feel?
At the time? Yeah. I can't even know my first L. It didn't like really hit me. I feel like because I don't feel like I really lost because of situations and circumstances, it didn't like affect me. It was like, if that didn't happen, I probably would have won. Cause I already won the first night. I already won the crowd over. Cause multiple night thing. So the first night I won the crowd over. I was getting booed, so I won the first fight. So I fought the crowd favorite. Since I beat him, they was on my side. So it didn't bother me. I was still that man. I was still like in my eyes. It was like I'm still that nigga in Springfield. So it's like that shit means nothing, bro. He beat me. I'll never see that nigga again.
Facts. Who is he? He's still Rollin. He's the miracle kid.
I don't even know if he went on to have a successful career or not. That could have been it for him. Look at the guy who fought Floyd Mayweather in the Olympics. The dude got robbed. The dude robbed Mayweather, beat Mayweather. He went on to win the Olympics. He is not shit right now. Look at Floyd.
Literally.
So that didn't affect me. But nah, there's losses that come in the amateurs where it's like that loss drives you. That's happened to me.
Oh, yeah.
I lost to this kid, I'm name dropping and shit. I lost to this kid, Jair Ramos. 8 me up. Because it was the first card where me and all my cousins fought. Me, his brothers, my brother, my cousins, we all fought on the same card for the first time ever. I'm the only one that lost. Yeah. My brother ended up not getting, the guy ended up not showing, so my brother didn't fight. Everybody else won. I lost. It was my first time fighting open class in a small ass ring. And that killed me. And I knew that, like, next year is the Golden Gloves. The Golden Gloves is coming up. I'm going to see him again in the Golden Gloves. I tunnel visioned, and I just trained my ass off. And I got him in the Golden Gloves. I met him in the Golden Gloves. I met him in the second round of the Golden Gloves. And we had to fight in the tournament. And I won. And it was funny because I remember walking to the ring, and the people, the crowd are seeing, like, him, and they're seeing me, and they're looking like, yo, he's big as shit, and they're looking like, hey, yo, he's dumb small. Like, this shit's not even fair. And I just remember one dude in the crowd, like, I've seen him fight before. Like, I'm not worried about it. I'll bet on him type shit. And I just like, all right, let's get it. And I went in the ring and I won. I went in the ring and won. And then what? It's funny because when I turned pro, I stopped boxing for 5 years prior to that. On a humbug, I just was like, I'm gonna do it. And I just went pro. I trained for like a month. I trained seriously for a week and a half.
What happened or why you wanted to come back after the 5 years? Who did it? Who pulled him up? Wow.
Who got me to come out?
Yeah.
What made me come back and do the fight is for multiple reasons. I wanted to come back to, one, I wanted to come back. Two, DJ was having all the fun. 3, my boy Zach, like, he was supposed to be on that card and he got killed. Just prior to that, and that's when I just got put on the card. So the guy, I'm really gonna do it. Like, so at first, when they first said it to me, I was like, yeah, I'll do it. But in the back of my head, I was like, I'm probably gonna pull out of this shit. I ain't gonna do it. Fuck this shit. I don't really care. I'm not making no money off of it. Because I wasn't getting paid for that fight. I didn't care. Like, there's nothing pushing me to be like, oh, go do it, this and that. Like, I'm not getting a bag at the end of this. Like, at the end of my fight, my pro debut, I swear to God, at the end of the pro debut, I'm sitting there, me and my cousin DJ. I'm sitting there and I'm watching him then walk up and hand that nigga his bag. Like, this is what you got paid for your fight. I'm just sitting there like, I ain't get shit, but it's like, it was still lit because it's my city. I showed my city I can still do it and work at my job. My pro debut, I was working at MGM at that time. So my pro debut was at MGM. So it was lit. I can still pull that shit up to this day.
That shit was lit. Hot outside, I like that. That shit was fire.
Yeah, what was that like for you being there?
That was dope, but I never seen him. I only seen him for, well, obviously that was his first pro fight, so that was the first time I was about to see what he was about to do. I was nervous, yo. I was like, not nervous to see like him fight, but just more nervous to see like what was gonna happen, like how it was gonna turn out. And then once like the first round really got going, I was like, oh, this cake. I like this cake, and I was just excited for the rest of them to go now. I was like, yo. Nah, we turned up though after that, bro. I was like, oh my God, I remember.
Yeah, but I
was turned night.
This one is gonna be so different to me. Like, my mind state about this one is different. Like, I tell people all the time, when they always say like rate my performance in my pro debut, I give myself a D plus maybe, if that. I was too eager to try to stop him. So I didn't show skill. I was walking him down. I was doing simple 1-2 punches. I was doing basic shit. So I wasn't too happy with it. I watch it over because it's like, I did it. Like I can say that I'm a professional athlete. That's my shit. I can say I'm a professional athlete. Not a lot of people can say that. I only did it once. And then one time, Shorty was like, I was showing Shorty, like I was showing the girl this, I was showing the girl my video. And it's like, alright. Now she's like, oh, that's a year ago. What next?
Nah, that's right.
Shit, like,
you gotta continue that regimen, right?
I just got one to show you.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, alright, bro, I can't keep living in that period. Like, I did do it. Like, I started to realize I'm like one of them. Hey, back in my day, ass nigga, nah, bro, like, nah. So I gotta do it again. The funniest thing. I never told nobody about this, how this came about, this fight that's coming up. I was drunk.
In that fight?
No. Like when I committed to taking this fight right here, April 29th, I was drunk. No bullshit. I was drunk. Shorty had the rental. We was driving. I actually got out of the car. He hit me up like, yo, there's going to be a show in Springfield, da-da-da. I can put you on it, this is not my joint. He hit me up earlier that day, I didn't pay that shit no mind. Now I'm later, I'm drinking, mad at Shorty. I call him, we get to talking. I'm like, I'll do it, fuck yeah, I'll do it. And I just had to stick with it ever since then. I said it. No, what made me have to stick with it, I gotta do it, I was drunk and posted on Facebook.
And then you had to stay to it because if you stop, now everybody already seen it.
I woke up, that shit was viral. Shared out, that shit had mad shares, mad comments, mad likes. So it's like, fuck. And then I spoke to my dad about it. And I'm like, alright.
Then it's raps.
So like, I started training. But it was still like, I think I'm talking shit I'm not supposed to. But I was supposed to,
Top secret shit.
I was supposed to like, honestly I was supposed to fight a bum. I was supposed to fight a whole trash ass nigga that his brother already beat. I ain't gonna say his name, gotta be disrespectful. Yeah, but he knows who he is.
Leave that part out.
Yeah, I was supposed to fight him and he didn't clear for medical. So one day I'm at the gym and I'm training and the dude just goes, I just happened to like, I meant training, I was on my phone and I got a text message from the promoter and he's like, alright, yeah, that guy couldn't get cleared, so here's your new opponent. So now it's like, I go watch him, I'm like, damn, this nigga can actually like, put his shit together. So I'm like, it's not like the other kung fu looking nigga, like, it's the same for real. So now it's just like, I gotta just pick it up, train harder now. The nigga's hard, because I like, I'm up and I'm in the gym at like 9 a.m., 9:30. I get home around 12:30. then to go to work from 4. Now I gotta be at work at 4 and I get out at 11. Mm-hmm. So like, I got 2 jobs. And it's like, this shit is just, I need me time sometimes. That's what I was trying to do today. Like, I just, fuck am I doing? I'm gonna do a podcast, go home, relax, kick my feet up. Mm-hmm. On the way here, son told me not to answer my phone. On the way here, I answered the phone. My dad's my trainer. Yeah. So he's like, hey, yo, I'm at the house right now. I'm having shorty.
Oh, yo, quick, if I cut you off. Just like, so who's your dad? Like, how are you related to Devin?
It's my cousin. Yeah. My dad and his dad are brothers. Okay. Yeah. So he was like, but yeah, he called me, yo, I'm having shorty get your gym back together. Meet me at the gym after this. Mm-hmm. Don't want to work out. I don't feel like putting that thick ass sauna suit on. Just want to relax. Power just came out. Like, let me relax. Keep my feet up, watch some Power. Nope, I got the gym after this. Mm-hmm. And tomorrow I got a 2-a-day. I had the gym in the morning and then I got sparring at night.
Get into it, yo.
I'll be there. I'll be there tomorrow.
That's that overtime.
Oh, yeah. Overtime.
What time you going tomorrow?
Tomorrow night.
You going after? Like, you got work tomorrow?
Nah, I'm off.
Oh, so like 6, right?
Morning,
and then you be there around 6, right?
Yeah.
I go at 6 tomorrow.
When I go in the afternoon, I'm literally just going to spar and I'm not doing shit else.
Mm-hmm. I can get ready.
I'm really like an open book, bro. Like, any questions, I answer.
Nah, yeah, so I was just about to say, so like, so like with you boxing, like obviously like you're like one of the older Willies, like me, Devin's like my age and everything like that. Did you feel like growing up, like you kind of had to be a role model, like when it came to like the boxing, like because he says that he used to go to your fights, he used to watch you fight.
I to be honest, I never thought of it like that at all. I just was doing my thing, and I was really just following my brother because my brother was. I remember my brother was his first fights. I was there for it. I wasn't boxing at all. Mm-hmm. I just was there and I thought it was dope. He fought like 3 times in like a weekend, so it was dope. And then my first fight, amateur fight, it was supposed to be me, my brother, and my cousin Donovan. Yeah. All the way in Rhode Island. But when it got time to go to Rhode Island, my brother's fight fell out. My cousin Donovan's fight fell out. So it turned out to now we're going to Rhode Island just for me to fight for a belt. Well, all 3 of us were supposed to be fighting for belts.
Yeah.
And after I did it, and a little bit of clout I got for it, I like this shit. I'm gonna keep doing this, and it just ran from there. Like, and what like really threw the clout overboard is I don't know if they do it now, but when I was in high school, they had this magazine called the Western Mass Sports Journal. Word. It went to every high school in Western Mass, mm-hmm. and it just covered Western Mass sports for people in the high school ages and down. Word. I met one of the writers for the magazine at my miniature basketball game. Mm-hmm. And after that, they called me and was like, yo, we're interested in doing like a topic on your family. So we were supposed to just be a story. And after us just being a story in the magazine, they met us, they switched us to the main joint, and I got front page in the magazine. So like, imagine it, like I'm walking into school, and like everybody, oh, did you see it? Did you see what? So I walk into the office, there's like a stack of magazines like this high, and I'm gonna cover every one of them shits. And it's like that in every high school in Western Mass. Wow, that's some shit. So it was lit. Like after that, it just went up from there.
I ain't even heard that story. That's a new story for me right there.
The centerfold, like you open the centerfold, it's me, Derek, Darren, DJ, Dominic, Donovan, Serena, and my brother.
Oh yeah.
In the center of the magazine, no bullshit.
That's lit.
You know, they was lit. They was at that time. They was freshmen, sophomores at Central High School, so they was lit.
Yeah.
I'm in the center of a magazine at Central High School.
Putting the family on.
And they was already lit in their own sports. They was football players.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wait, so like, do your brothers box and stuff like that? Like your siblings?
My brother, no, it's just me. It's just me. My brother like gave all that shit up.
Mm-hmm. So like, what made you just kind of stick with it? You would say
it's the only thing I was good at.
Okay. Right.
Everybody else had anything else. Like his brother DJ, who boxes, he's fighting on the same card. Mm-hmm. That nigga does football, basketball. He does every sport.
Everything, bro. Everything.
Dominic, they all did like
football.
They all did sports. My thing, like even I didn't know high school sports. Yeah. My sport forever was boxing. That's the only thing I did. Like, I used to play basketball with the family. That's about it. I tried to do basketball on the league before. I did a rec league in Wilbraham. Played 2 games and never went back. And then the sad part about it is that my team ended up winning the championship.
Okay, and you was a part of that. You still.
We was 0-2. I was there.
Yeah, team locker room cancer. He was shutting shit down, yo.
They left, they got jiggy. They said, all right, now it's time to win.
I'm like, damn, and I had, in my mind, my dad was tight because he had to what? He had to pay $150 just for me to join the league. Yeah, play 2 games and fuck out of it, bro. I don't play organized basketball. I don't like the rules.
So that's why you fuck with the boxing. It's more of a solo thing. And like,
obviously, boxing is a team sport too. People don't realize that. Boxing is really a team sport.
What makes you say that?
It's your team. Like, who? If I didn't, I train with my team. They with me every day, pushing me. And all that other good shit. Like, I train with my team. I might be the only person physically in the ring, but we all there.
Words. Like, what's your team? Like, what's your team do for you?
My team?
Yeah.
My dad, I'm not even gonna say it like just me specifically. A boxer, he has coaches. He has sparring partners. He has people who's training alongside him to like push him and motivate him and help him get through tough things. Like, that's a whole team right there. Like, at the end of the day, you're just the face of your team. But we all a team. Like, at the end of the day, the Buccaneers, who got the most love for winning the Super Bowl? Tom Brady? Did he do that shit by himself? Nah, he's just the face. So that's how I look at boxing. Like, it's the same thing. I might just be but in my situation, it's different. We have multiple faces of the team because at the end of the day, it's like the tree is Whitley's boxing. And you just have your own branches. You got Team Miracle Child, Team Humble Beast, Team Bad Boy. You got his team. Yeah, everybody has their own sport. We're still like on that one tree.
Exactly.
So it's like, in my eyes, it's still a team sport. So I feel like people who say like, oh, it's not, in a way that's just you being selfish. Or like you just don't got your eyes open.
That's facts.
You're not doing nothing by yourself. It's a team sport. Let me see you work your own corner.
Fact. You spitting. Let me see you like give yourself water and shit.
Can't go over it.
Dry your own forehead, bro.
Yeah, wrap your own hands. Tell yourself, come out of your body and tell yourself what you don't see. Like that's another thing. Your corner's job is when you're in the ring, you're in that action. You don't see the perspective that they see it from. Like, you don't notice that when hit that, oh, this part is always open when something happens because your eyes is directly on it, but your corner sees it. So now, at the end of the round, they can tell you, like, hey, yo, this, work that body because he keeps dropping this. Like, that's your team. Shit, promoters, managers, that's your team. Like, matchmakers, that's a team member. Like, he helping you find fights. Promoters, managers, they're making sure that you're getting paid what you gotta get paid. You're getting the flight that you need. You're getting put up how you're supposed to get put up if you got travel for your fight. At the end of the day, everything's a team.
That's what's up, man. That's what anything in life, honestly. You can't do nothing by yourself.
For sure.
No one-man armies out there. So like, so speaking of your team, like, how's this training camp been going for you? Like, getting ready for this fight?
Different, weird.
Wow, why? What's up with that? What's different about it?
I work. Like time frames. And the fact that the shift on my work, so I don't really get to work with my team like that. So I appreciate my team when I do get to work with them because it's like they come out of their way. Just because I have to train in the mornings doesn't mean they have to. They come from Holyoke to train with me in Springfield because they know, like, bro, once 4 o'clock, hey, I'm at work till midnight. I can't train with y'all later. Group text, like, hey, we going to run in here at this time frame, You make it, like, my team helps that way, but, like, it's weird because of, like, I have to, like, I'm going to train at 9 o'clock, 9:30, 9 o'clock tonight. Like, bro, this shit is weird.
We here.
Like, this is my time. I want to kick my feet, relax, when I have to work out. So it's just time framing. It's like I just got to get my schedule right.
It's that crazy work-life balance, man. But shit, you're making it work, and honestly, it's only gonna make you a better fighter because like you're figuring out how to get through that shit. Like you're balancing shit now, and like obviously if you could box all day, like maybe you would be a better fighter. But I don't know, like
when I first picked up the sport, my perspective on boxing is what fucked me up too. Like my perspective was more so like, yeah, I turned pro, I never gotta work again. All I gotta do is fight, and I don't gotta. That's gonna be my job for the rest of my life. It's just I just have to fight, and that's it. No, fuck that, boy. Your ass gotta work. When you start, you getting pennies. Like, nah, I mean, you get one fight, but that's your rent. Now, what about utilities? Nah, you gotta work. Like that was really like that's one of the main things that I can say actually pushed me to like stay boxing. But I'm about to turn pro. I'm about to start getting this bag. I don't gotta work no more. I'm about to get all these bitches. I'm about to have the life. You know, reality slapped the shit out of me. Like, boy, you was a grown ass man. That shit did not work like that.
Nah, it doesn't.
That shit just life's what you make it, I guess.
No, it definitely is. Life is what you make it. And shit. Who knows? Maybe you if you start going crazy now, you start slapping niggas across the fucking ring. You can still do it, shit.
See, the thing about me, honestly, is I'm not just a boxer. Like I'm like such a fan of this sport. Like I break this shit down. Like I know the business side of this shit, the fan side of this shit, and like the athlete part of this shit. So like I be like understanding. Like me, I look at my age. I'm 31.
Word. You said what?
I ain't got that much time. I'm not 31, the world champion and all of that. The world champions nowadays are 31. I can just put on for my city and have fun doing what I do, but like realistically, all them wild ass goals, nah.
Understandable. So then like if you don't see it in fighting, like post like boxing, like if you're not in the ring, like do you still see an avenue like in boxing for you?
Yeah, that's because I love the sport. Like I can like get involved in any aspect. Any aspect in the boxing sport I can get involved because I like this is my shit.
Do you know what you want? Do you know what you would want to hop into? Like training, the shit like fuck.
I don't know about the whole training aspect. I thought about it, but I don't know if that's for me. I don't know. Like I can help with anything, even just promotion. Like, I always thought about that shit. Like if I got rich, I would start my own promotion company, things like that. Like, that's fire. Cause I tried 5 years to forget about boxing. It don't work. It don't work. Like it's always like, even when I was in my street days, bro, it always comes back. Like I realized, I came to grasp the facts that boxing is going to be tied to me for the rest of my life.
Shit, how does that make you feel? Shit.
It is what it is. Like I tried to create other avenues. Like I tried to create other names for myself. I was in the streets wilding out. At the end of the day, that crazy ass street, that boxer nigga. That no matter what, it's gonna be the boxer.
I guess the opposite just comes to being a Whitley. I guess you said like the Whitley curse, maybe. Shit.
I don't know.
Blessing, whatever you want to call it.
I started when I was working at Springfield College. I didn't tell them niggas I was Whitley's. So one day I walked into the office. I asked for something, and they was like, "All right, Whit." Fuck.
I already knew.
Fuck. Ho didn't know we had a Whitley amongst us.
Damn.
And that always means like two things, something good or something bad.
Yeah,
like,
when they did that,
which Whitley is you talking about that you know, huh? Like
when they did it, I literally I didn't even peep, but they called me by my last name. Because when they said it, I said, all right, I walked out the office and I stopped. And I came back in like, wait, would you just call me? And that's when they hit me with it. And they was like, oh yeah, she was like, I date the coach for the football team your cousin plays for. I'm like, oh shit. So which Whitley are you? This and that. This was before I came back to boxing, so I was just sitting there like, I'm the cousin.
I'm just the cousin.
I'm not an athlete. I'm just a nigga trying to cook.
I'm the cousin.
My business.
Shit is what it is. Nah, but the same thing happened.
One second, let me grab my phone. Now y'all do it.
Shit, go ahead. Nah, the same thing happened with you though. Like the first time I ever met you. Like I was like, hey, my friend Devin. She was like, you're a Whitley.
Conversations. It's a conversation starter. It really is that last name, bro. It goes crazy. It goes a long way.
Shit.
A million different directions too.
No, it is what it is. So like, how do you feel like being a Whitley then? Like, do you feel like, I know like it's kind of because I kind of asked before, but like, do you feel like there's a weight with the name that comes with it?
To an extent, not really. To an extent, Kind of.
You ever feel pressure?
Do I feel pressure?
From being a Whitley?
I used to. It's just that I feel like I have so much years of dealing with. Like I said, I'm older. Like, nah, I kind of like don't feel pressure because I kind of feel like in a way I did my portion of living up to it.
Right.
Like my name is known in Springfield for boxing. Like Rollin Whitley is like brought boxing back in a sense, of like. If you go to like all of the current, you can't speak of amateur boxing. I'm trying to think of a way to say it. You can't think of amateur boxing in Springfield, Massachusetts, and not mention my name. Yeah. So in a way, I kind of like, I did my part. I'm not done, but in a way, I did my part. Like there's people I don't know who know me because of boxing. Facts. So like living up to my name, I haven't fully, but in a way I added towards that legacy. So I'm like, okay, kind of.
Facts, that's true. Like shit, like you became a staple in amateur boxing in the area. Like not a lot of people can say that shit. I've never stepped in the ring, so that's definitely accomplishing something.
And the funniest thing about it is that as you're doing it, you don't realize it. I started boxing because my brother was doing it. Who knew that? I started boxing I had my first fight when I was 16, like right before my 17th birthday. Who would have knew that if you see me talking to me right now that I knew that in a way that the impact that it had, like I didn't. I was just doing my thing. Everybody else had sports. I didn't have sports. The only sport I had was boxing because I had fast hands. I didn't expect it to be like such a big deal as it is. Boxing's like now you have like 4 or 5 boxing gyms in Springfield area.
That's true.
When I was boxing, there was none. It was us in the South End Community Center. That's it.
And people don't even know that or think about that no more. Like, realize how far shit's come even in, like, our own cities, bro. Like, nobody really understands or thinks that hard. Like, gets the fact that every little thing or every big name that pops out, even for as long as it's there, bro, is making such an impact on even the city, bro. Like, that little spurt that they all went through, like, those 5, probably like 10 years overall, like, of all of them, all of my cousins just going through it, bro. That built so much attention. It drew so much attention, and a lot of stuff that's around now went through to us, you know what I'm saying? Not even to, like, take nobody's crown or nothing like that, but it's the truth. It really is, and it's crazy that it's been like that for so long, you know what I'm saying?
No, like I feel like your family was like really pioneers and like trendsetters. Like niggas, like obviously like niggas was boxing. Y'all didn't been boxing. Niggas wasn't boxing like out here like that until y'all really started doing it. And y'all family just do like all combat sports. Like, y'all really make that accessible because your family do it on like the level of like we're not just boxing in our basement. Y'all go out and create gyms. So now people who aren't with these are going to box and they're getting interested in boxing and shit like that. So I've always been doing shit like that.
So I remember like when I went to Forest Park. I was in Forest Park for a tad bit for like almost a year, almost a school year. We used to watch videos on Fridays. I used to take my Uncle Mark. My Uncle Mark used to make highlight tapes.
Still be doing.
So every Friday, I used to take my uncle's highlight tapes. The twins, Double Impact, they used to have highlight tapes of all their wins and knockouts. Everybody, that's all they want to watch on Fridays. Like, I remember they fought at the Hippodrome. They had Evander Holyfield come out here. My uncles both fought at the Hippodrome. The craziest thing, they both fought for state titles, which my cousin's fighting for. They both fought for state titles, and they both won by knockout. Same round, like 10 seconds.
They're twins too. It's my dad and my uncle.
Same round, like 10 seconds apart. They both won their first knockout.
That's crazy, bro. Some shit. That's some crazy shit. And now DJ, one of the sons, doing the same thing, and he's gonna be fighting with him too. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
I got like a little friendly competition with my cousin. Look at the camera right there. I got a little friendly competition with the nigga. Because it's like I get it. It's just me coming back, so it's like that's not even a big deal. The big deal is DJ's fighting for her belt.
Yeah.
But my job is to come and steal the show.
You gotta do some crazy shit.
Yes,
you get to walk away with a belt. Congratulations, I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. But I'm gonna steal the show. You're gonna talk about me.
He's gonna get a belt and you're walking with a fight of the night.
Yeah,
you gotta do some shit.
Yes, because I have, like, there's no way out on me having me train like this. And things like, I thought about it, bro. I've been putting, like, hours on top of hours, countless hours, and for 12 minutes.
That's some real shit.
The fight only lasts 12 minutes or less.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, ain't no way in hell. So I'm about to have fun for this 12 minutes. There's no way.
So shit. So what's your mindset going into this fight then? Like obviously, you're in there to have fun, but like.
That's exactly what it is. Have fun.
Shit, hell yeah, man.
Just have fun. Show what I'm at. I'm not going in there with like. Don't go in there with the mindset I did before. Mm-hmm. My previous mind state was, I'm at home. I gotta knock this nigga's head off. Mm-hmm. So when I watch it back, I'm like, I just see myself loading up on punches, and it's like I'm missing these, but I'm missing them, and I'm saying why. Yeah. And the nigga who talked, the commentator is saying it like he's not even like trying to like disguise these. He's literally loading up type shit, and it was like he's not even mixing up his punches.
You just brawling, you just fighting.
Not even brawling, wasn't necessarily brawling. I just wasn't.
Nah, they were good shots, but he was backing that nigga with a one.
I was trying to go for like a knockout, like especially like he kept fucking moving too. It was like, but honestly, I'm a natural slow starter anyway. How I go into fights is. People say it's bad because in the amateurs, you only got 3 rounds. Yeah. So see, back in the day, let me just say this. Back in the day was different. Amateurs. This is how far back in the day I am. You guys do for what?
3 twos.
3
twos and then and the final
3 threes.
Yeah, exactly.
Back in the day for us, it was 4 twos. And then open. It was 3 twos and then open class. You did 4 rounds. They broke it down. It's the same thing, but they just broke down around and added a minute. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like
that's a big difference. You don't even realize.
Yeah. So like, you prefer the old way because you can like go harder and get that break, right?
I prefer the old way because it's a more around, more. I get it. They did it so there can't be a draw.
Yeah.
Facts. That's actually true.
You did it so everybody just mix them up, bro. Like,
yeah, like, you can't draw. But I prefer the old way. Yeah. To me, it's longer.
A better boxer usually is.
Mm-hmm. But the way we are, I'm telling you never realize how long 3 minutes is until you're in the ring.
Oh my God. You value every second once you start boxing. When you start boxing, you will value a second, every second. 10 seconds is beautiful to you. 30 seconds, nah. Like a break for 30 seconds, bro, that's the sexiest thing you've ever heard. Like
you get a minute in between, but that minute feels like a lunch break.
Yeah, zoom. They'll tell you 3 lines, bro. They'll tell you 3 lines, and then it's time to get up. It's time to stand up. You hear the knock. Oh, okay. I'm like, word.
My first fight, I didn't even use my stick. His dad kept putting that shit in the ring.
Push it out of here.
Move it, bro. I'm not sitting down like, yo, stop. Because my Uncle Dwayne put it in my head, like, you use more energy by sitting down and getting up. So I'm like, you know what? I trained for a week and a half, really. It's realistic. Like, these people don't know that. Yeah. I trained for a week and a half, so I'm not about to sit down and get tired and sit down. So I stand up this whole fight. Okay. Psych myself up. That 4th round, I was dead. I was so happy I didn't fight a nigga who came forward. He would have got with me. I was tired of shit in that 4th round.
Lucky, bro. You took that nigga a bitch. He wasn't ready.
You know what it was? I think it was because of, he felt my power in the 1st round. He didn't want to get hit again.
He was nervous.
Because I outweighed him. Like, the nigga hopped on the scale with his jeans and weighed like 138. I hopped on the scale in my boxer at 141.
Yeah, he wasn't ready.
So it was like, yeah. And then I lost straight water weight. I went to New Jersey the week before to go do my physical for it. Yeah. I was on the scale at 157. Damn. At 141. All water weight. Mm-hmm. I wasn't eating shit but salad. And ironically, both times I fight, I fucking work with food.
Yeah. That makes it well. Yeah. But like, then you gotta eat healthy. So like, how do you go about cutting? Like eating healthy, you just starve yourself?
I don't know how to cut. I'm trying this eating healthy shit. I'm like low-key supposed to be trying to fast. Where it's like, I'll wake up no eating from 8 to 8. So it's like I'll wake up and I'll start my day with my fruit smoothie. Then I'll go hit the morning gym. I'll eat like my mid-meal. I'll probably eat my biggest meal, my mid-meal, and then eat something light, and then I won't eat the rest of the day. Because you still burn calories in your sleep. And if you like eat late night, say you eat at like 9:30, 10 o'clock, that shit's just sitting there because you don't plan on doing that at 10 to go do something to sweat that off.
That's facts.
So you just waking up fat as hell sometimes.
I really don't I'm learning. I don't know shit about cutting weight. This is why I went up in weight in the amateurs. I used to fight at 140 in the amateurs. I went up to 52. I didn't want to lose weight. But it's like, and then now it's like I'm grown. So that quick losing weight shit, that shit's a dub for me. That shit is not happening anymore, bro. I touched the scale before I weighed 170. That was the first time in my life. I just started this training camp at 165.
Mm-hmm. And we gotta get down to
45.
You got that?
I'm at 58.
Oh, you still kicking? You still kicking? Yo, I'm at the same.
I was at 55.
I was at 165 when I started, which was like 2 weeks ago. And now I weigh 158. I gotta be 146, 147.
Yeah, that's what my dad's on my ass. Like, I going to the gym, bro. I'm surprised he ain't blowing the line right now. Either one of these shits.
He will be.
He will be.
So
I ain't blame anything on you. That nigga know I'm drive. You heard? Devin fault.
Devin's fault. Blame it on him. Well, shit, we can get ready to wrap it up.
I ain't got to do this. I ain't.
He's not gonna fuck. He's like scapegoating on Devin.
Playing the ear, yeah, no bullshit. The last time he gonna have to go now, man.
Brother, you know what you should do? You should holler at. See, I already used mine up. You gotta holler at DJ and try to get DJ to get this nigga a press pass.
Oh, yeah?
I got Donnie a press pass because he got a camera.
Oh, yeah.
So Donnie can go anywhere now and take pictures.
I could easily do that for sure. Because DJ wanted somebody to record something for him anyway. He been hitting me. And I texted him out, and then he stopped answering. I was like, all right.
So y'all both pop out to that press conference.
Yeah.
So that nigga gonna be there.
Oh, so then we doing it. That's it.
Yeah. Ooh, bullshit.
That'd be fire.
Hell, I asked the nigga like,
I be feeling like, nah, I ain't gonna say that. I'll say that later.
yeah, we outside. Hope it's a gang shit. I hope all my friends from the back blocks pop up, bro. The craziest part is, I think I got over what? If I'm just guessing, probably made over like 3 bands of tickets.
Yeah.
I don't. My friends, I don't think I sold them any tickets, bro. It's like niggas I really don't know about them those tickets type shit.
That's fire. That's a cool feeling, nigga.
My dad really been selling tickets.
Yeah, they usually do.
Sales.
You know what I'm saying?
4 sales. Every one of them.
Hey, but we bought 6 though. You know what I'm saying?
And now somebody like, dang, I don't like saying shit like this because it's like people really think they know me and I don't know.
Yeah, they're trying to analyze.
So it'd be like, nah. I say like people really think they know me. Like, alright, somebody hit me up and bought a bunch of tickets. Like, I get back to the car, I'm telling my dad, yeah, who that? I don't know that.
I don't know. But I say I'm a good salesman, you know.
Niggas found me and bought tickets. He bought 7 tickets.
That works, you know what I'm saying?
I'm about to be there, you better put on for the city. You know that.
Right.
You know that. That's a fact. Bro, I appreciate it. Well, I tell everybody who buy tickets, bro, I appreciate it. That's support. For all my friends who ain't buy tickets, they got to run the 30 after.
Oh. They run that ball ticket, gotta run the 30.
Well, who though? Who would they run that 30 with?
Everybody.
Me. Everybody
is loving the
tickets. All that gonna come up. No. The thing that gets me though is that like, these niggas would be like, hey yo, bro, you gotta just get up the streets, get back in the gym, That's good for the city.
I never be there though.
Where is you at, bro? I'm dead. I did my part.
Right.
Yeah, or the niggas who like, yo, they hit me up from day one. I'm say something about tickets. Hey, yo, yeah, hold my ticket.
Still ain't heard from them.
I'm like, yo,
been holding that shit.
Sales is about to be closed. Then they'll hit me up and be like, Hey, yo, you still got my ticket?
Nigga, you got the bread, yo? Like, it was good. Nigga, you can't say $5 a week.
Can't hold that shit.
I mentioned the ticket to you like a week before I even got tickets.
Yeah. Yo. It's now on month 3.
Now it's supposed to be a week before I gotta bring them back.
Right.
Yo, you would kill me. Like, I want my boys, right?
You're struggling.
He hit me up and was like, hey, yo, I need you to put up 3 tickets. I'm confused because you're only one person. So I need you to put up 3 tickets. I'm like, all right. He says, yeah, I need you to put up 2 general admissions and put up a ringside. Wait, so y'all about to sit separate, whoever you're going.
2 people over there.
He's like, nah, I need to put up 3 tickets because me and my girl, we gonna go. But if she pissed me off or she act crazy, I'm going by myself. So you want me to put up 3 tickets and you're possibly only grabbing one of these tickets.
Shit. Say word.
What nigga is that? That's your bad.
So it's like, nah, it's now like, bro, what if I have a play for one of these tickets?
Nah, fair.
What if somebody wanna come by? And you still like ain't buy a ticket. But it's weird though because my last fight, he was supposed to be there. I fought on his birthday. We worked together at MGM. I fought on his birthday. He told me, he said he was he ended up getting sick, But he was the person who he was actually hanging out with works for us too. So I asked them, yo, about the fight. No, they said to me, they came to me and told me, yo, congratulations on your fight. We were supposed to go, but instead we went to CT and was doing drinks.
Fuck you.
So I'm like, bro, you lied. Yeah. You got caught. Alright, bro. So now, I hope you do see this. I don't even got his tickets anymore. I'm just going. Facts.
Yeah, fucking honestly, if people really wanted to go, they'll just buy that shit off rip, bro. Like, close like $30 at the most. Can't be that crazy, but
tickets?
Yeah, 40. Yeah, 40. That's still not even crazy, bro. Like, buy your tickets, bro. Niggas really want to go, they buy it.
Yeah, it's man. I might still shit the city down. That shit off.
That shit's gonna be loud. It's gonna be loud, bro.
Yeah, it sounds like y'all like
That's a lot.
Nice venue.
And fucking Carlos is fighting too, bro.
Where'd the mother?
That's gonna be lit.
Had all the Dominicans.
Yeah, bro, they get loud, bro. Like just them alone is gonna be me. My baby, I don't know,
I'm about to bring the hood through there.
Yeah, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit.
Someone gotta have a coach or something.
The craziest thing is that I legit can walk from the venue to the house.
That's lit. That's fire. So after you at your place, what's up? Knock niggas out. We're going to the after. We all walking over.
Everybody walk.
Yeah, my man was like, hey, yo, I'm buying a $100 bottle of Hennessy. Sitting that in the car. He said, yo, I'm taking you to Dreams nightclub after the fight. I'm like, bro, I'm not even going to go to no nightclub.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking about my fit. I ordered this white jacket. Shit does not fit. I'm so
I'd be slow,
so
bro.
I got my white jacket right here.
Alright. The fuzz on it. I be getting slumped, bro. After a fight, bro, I want to go to bed every time. I don't want to do nothing.
Nah, I'm lit.
I don't know.
Like celebrate me. Like let's get it.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's in Springfield.
Nah, that's a different story. You definitely gotta get on for that.
Yeah, it's probably gonna start at 7. I'll probably be in and out of the ring by 10:15.
Yeah.
That's earlier than that.
Who do you know? Y'all don't know the lineup, right?
I don't know the lineup. I just know I'm not first fight, but I'll probably be the first Whitley to fight.
Yeah. And then
it'll probably be me, Carlos, then
yeah,
DJ.
that's all probably. That's gonna be fire though. That's just gonna be fire. I'm hype. A little bit more time, we could get everybody on the card again. Do that shit again.
Gotta get you on the card with them next time.
Yeah, man.
You're going crazy. All the Whitleys down there just have a full Whitley card, a Whitley in every weight class.
I know it's supposed to be.
Nah, shit that sucks. We all around the same size.
We're all in the same weight class.
Oh, damn. Wait, so what do y'all fight at? Like 150?
147.
147?
I'm about to fight at 45. His brother's about to fight at 45.
Yeah.
His brother's actually going down in weight.
Whatever.
DJ? Fought at 51?
His end goal is 140.
Oh,
He's coming in and beat my weight class. But it's all good.
Why is he going backwards?
Nah, people drop weight all the time. I get it though. I didn't think it was possible for him. Like I felt like he's just too big for 140.
Yeah.
He said that his last fight in Philly was at 140.
It was? For real?
I didn't know that shit either.
Damn.
Oh my god. This is about to be a show, man. It's about to be like a CTMA's Springfield thing.
Yeah, it is.
It's about to be mad CT.
They're going to get yelled out of
here.
here.
CT and Worcester.
That's going to be dope.
It's gonna be a fire fight.
It's gonna be lit, man. We outside. It's gonna be right in my neighborhood. Like that's literally like, even when I was in the streets doing bad shit, that was the neighborhood I hung out.
Yeah.
It's right in my area. Like that's why I said like it's gonna be outside. 'Cause it's right in my area, like where I really used to hang, all of that. So it's about to be a movie.
So how's that just like how's it feel to get all that support, like popping out like right for the city, like when you're in the ring, like how do you think that's gonna feel?
Oh, it's gonna be uplifting, most definitely. But right now it's just pressure.
It's about time to get that workout in.
Yeah,
Well, it's about that time. It's about that time. Pops is calling. Coaches on that back. So before we get out of here, is there anything you want to shout out, man? Get it off your chest. Anything last thing you want to say to the public? Any shit you want to talk? What's up?
I see y'all April 29th.
Alright.
That's
it.
To the point.
That.
I appreciate that. That's Rollin Whitley. I appreciate you coming on the pod, coming on the platform, man. Wow. This is Devin Whitley. I'm Marsco.
Another good episode. We out, man.
That shit was live, bro. I appreciate you, man. For
Triple got the sauce, boy.